Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ange if you haven't met me before, and today we're going to be talking about growing Anthurium from seeds. So a few weeks ago I did do a plant unboxing, which was a wishlist plant unboxing, and I did show you some Anthurium seeds that I purchased from Foliage Freak. So you've probably heard me talk about Foliage Freak before, but it is an Australian seller that I do get a lot of my more rarer plants from. But they had some Anthurium crystalline hybrid berries that were ready to be sent out as seeds, and I was lucky to get my hands on them. So I just had a look on my phone and I did receive it on August 29th. It was stuck in shipping for about a week, and it is now October 6th. So that means it's been about a month and an extra week or so since I've had these Anthurium babies. So I'm going to show you what they look like now. So I am just keeping them in a little takeaway food container, and they are on a moist paper towel, and they live in my Mars Hydro Grow tent that is in my living room. So in my Mars Hydro Grow tent I do have like these shelving units in there, and I don't keep these on the top. I keep them kind of in the middle shelf, so they are a little bit shaded from the grow light, but they do get a little bit of indirect light from it, and it is very, very warm in there. I don't have a temperature or anything in that tent, but every time I open the tent I get hit in the face with this warmth because the light is just so bright. I absolutely love my grow tent, especially for things like propagation and now my seed journey. So I've never really grown anything except for herbs from seeds before, so I was really excited to give you guys a documentation of my journey and just tell you guys my experiences and everything like that. So this has been about a month in the making. So when I got them, I don't think any of them had really germinated yet. I think a few started to push out a teeny tiny something, but it was nothing really that substantial because they were fresh off like the berry for me. So let's open this up. I don't have any air holes or anything in this little container, but I do open the lid every day or every second day if I forget, air it out a little bit and then pop the lid back on. And that's just because I really want to make sure that there's no mold growing and just so they're getting like nice airflow. So let's count how many seeds I have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I did get given 16 seeds, and out of all of the seeds, only one has been a dud. I just re-moistened it, so it is a little bit more damp than it usually is, but you can see here all of these lovely roots that are coming out. This is the dud here. This seed has not done anything, and it is starting to get a little bit, I think there's a bit of mold on it, so I will just be getting rid of that one today. And some of them have started creating little baby leaves. I saw this a few days ago and I was just swooning over them, like, oh, it's just a little precious little leaf. Honestly, it is the most adorable thing I have ever seen. They're so cute. But I did hear just from other YouTube videos and stuff that putting them on moist paper towel was a really good way to get the seeds germinating, and it didn't stay too wet. There is a lot of airflow because there's no like sphagnum moss or anything on the top, but I thought it was time now to pop them into sphagnum so they can grow into little mini plants. So I thought we'd do that on camera, and then I will do another video later just updating how they go, but let's do this now. So I have some pre-moistened sphagnum moss here. I just used normal tap water, left the moss in there for about 5 minutes, and then scrunched out the excess, and this is what we have now. I do want it to be wet, but not soaking and just like sludgy or anything, because I don't have the best luck with sphagnum moss, I would say. I either forget to water it or I make it too damp and then everything just gets sludgy and stuff, so I am a little bit nervous, but I'm thinking this is probably the best way to deal with seedlings. I'm not sure if you could do it in normal soil or not. Maybe if you were more experienced than me, you'd be great at that, but since I am just a complete noob at growing seeds, I thought this would be a good medium to start with. The other thing is, in Australia at the moment, sphagnum moss is so hard to come by. Bunnings is always sold out, so really online is your best bet. I was lucky enough that a lovely friend from Instagram sent me some because I was completely out, so I'm so grateful that I have some of this to grow my seedlings and propagations with. So I'm really nervous about how I'm going to do this. I moistened it because I thought they would be easier to pick off the paper towel, so I think that's what we're going to do now, and then I do want to just pop them back in here to live. So I'm just picking up the whole paper towel, We have that one dud of a seed that I think I'm gonna get rid of. I mean, it's still green. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pop that to the side right now and kind of figure out what I want to do with it, because it doesn't look completely bad, but it doesn't look completely good either. So I might just put it on the side and then maybe I'll see your guys' comments and see what you say to do. But I'm really nervous about this. I think I'm just gonna try and like peel it off as gently as I can. Ooh. Okay, so we have one. This is actually terrifying. I'm not sure if this is a total waste of time and maybe you could have just like popped the paper towel with the sphagnum moss, but honestly, I don't know. I'm just trying to give it the best possible chance of surviving, and honestly, having nails right now is really easy to just like pick them off the paper towel. Okay, I have successfully taken off the seedlings from the paper towel. It wasn't too tricky. There are ones like these ones here that are a little bit attached that have a little bit of paper towel still stuck to them, but I don't know if I'm game enough to try and separate them. So I might just leave them together and they can grow as a little group of friends. So I think that is the plan. So I'm now going to just stick some sphagnum moss into this. I'm just keeping the same container I used before. And we're going to make a nice little layer of spaggy moss. I'm going to try and make sure that it's not like pressed down too hard, just so the roots can kind of pierce through the moss easily and it's not going to get like really clumped up. I've had that problem before where I've just like packed it really hard and then the roots I think was just getting a little bit suffocated. So we're going to try and do it really nice and loose. So that's what I've got here. It's nice and airy. And now we're just going to place our little babies in here. So I think my attempt is just getting the little root and digging a little hole into the sphagnum moss, making sure that I can try and keep the, what's it called, the seed on top, and then I might put a little bit of sphagnum moss over the top of that. I think this is the first time in my life that my nails have actually made something easier for me than harder, because I'm just grabbing them with my nail and kind of lightly sticking them through, but honestly everything else in life is a challenge with these really long nails. Alright, if you can see that, I've kind of separated all of them, and a lot of the time the end of the root is poking into the moss, and now I'm just going to get a little bit of extra sphagnum moss just to cover over those roots. Okay, so I've tried as best as I can to not cover the heads of any of the seeds, and I will try and do a close-up so you can see. I think that's looking good. Everything's nice and airy. I am just going to pop the lid back on and pop them straight back into my grow tent. I'm so excited for these. You can see there's already a little bit of condensation building up, and I think that is really nice to kind of keep that mini greenhouse environment nice and warm, nice and humid. I think that is really going to help these babies. Oh my gosh, if I've done something completely wrong, please feel free to roast me in the comments and tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, because I don't want to kill these. I'll be really upset if they die. I'm excited to keep on with this Anthurium journey, and hopefully we can have some really cute babies in the near future. So that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please hit the thumbs up because it really helps my channel. And if you haven't already, then hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right, bye.